just gonna check here real quick. Could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. This time around, I was able to go live fairly quickly. Let me just change something here that is not working, which I think is just part of streaming, really, by this point. I think that's it. That's this is part of the process. Embrace the process. Hello. Hi, Matthew. Okay. Alright. Hello, Miguel. How's it going? Okay. So, last time I did this drawing right here. And you can see secretary bird, and you can see it on my short videos if you want to check it out. I want to say it's my best, but I liked it. I thought it started so and it got better as I went along. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This one I enjoyed. Anyhow, so keeping on with the theme of Africa for the last few drawings I've been doing. So now I'm gonna do a cheetah. Hello, Stephanie. All good. I went looking for the book that you mentioned yesterday, but it was easier said than done. I found it, but I'll probably have to buy a copy somehow, because yeah, I couldn't. First, I didn't have the chance to actually try to get it from Amazon directly, and looking for the PDF just got me like sample versions of the book. So I don't know. It seems interesting, so I read like the first part. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get a copy. So thank you for the recommendation. Anyhow, let's get on with today's drawing. Alright. Oh, this is so dirty. Let's see if we can. My greasy hands over my phone. I've seen so many videos. If you scroll on TikTok and in social media in general, you can, if you look hard enough or you pay attention to that sort of thing, you can see when somebody hasn't cleaned their camera lens. It's really obvious. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Let's see. So extreme version of what I did yesterday. Kind of like that intro. see how that turned out. Nah. I think I could probably work with that. I also selected an easy picture. Yeah. Alright, let's see. So, as usual, I try to frame the drawing first and then go into the details. Alright, anyhow, could probably use the other one, the other line. Just put this aside, I'm not gonna need it for a while. Alright. Oh, come on, hand. I have to check my hand. Because I feel it starts to get better and then it just relapses. It's not as bad. Like, it was terrible for a few days, but every now and then I get like a flare up. It's not fun. It's also kind of like a part of the whole thing. Wait. I think somebody needs to clean those brakes. Oh, I'm hoping those are brakes. I didn't read that part. Well, as I said, I'm doing a cheetah, Matthew. Thanks for joining the stream. See how this works, because so far, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes I rush in too much. You gotta take it easy. I think this is a fairly simple post, but yeah, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. Huh? I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what that means. to be just a message. Did I get that right? I think that this is a little more prominent. It should be, I think. I mentioned a lot that you should focus first on the big picture. Like block out the volumes first and then go into the details, because if you do what I'm doing, it's easier to make a mistake. And with a pen is not that forgiving. If it's working for you, it can be, but if it decides to go rogue, it can be a little bit of a pain in the, you know, where. Right, this goes like that. I think I'm off my game today. We'll see. Give me a second. Okay, welcome to today's stream, where the artist tries to constantly fix whatever he got himself into. Yeah. Some poses are also easier to visualize than others. Every now and then you get one that seems easy, but it actually isn't. Also, I wonder, whoever is watching, because I know there's some people on TikTok and in the streams I'm doing on YouTube. Do you prefer for me to do like the countdown before, so you know when I'm going live, like you have a buffer time, or do you prefer me like going straight to the stream? Because I was listening the other day to some streamers talk about that, and yeah, they both had different opinions about it. One was saying that he's all for having like the countdown before, so people can join and such, and the other one was like, yeah, that just, if you do that, people just leave. So I don't know. For me, I'm like, it's either or. I find it cleaner to just to do like the countdown first while I set up all the streams. But yeah. Oh. 18 inches of snow? Oh my goodness. Oh, that must be rough. But at the same time, something I kind of enjoy about the cold weather is that if you have like, hopefully everyone that watches what I'm doing, is in a home, in a comfortable home, has a roof over uh, their head. Um, I find it really like comforting that you can just, I don't know, I enjoy the cold weather because I can just put something like so I can get warm. And I don't know, it's super, I find it super comfy, and it's easier to regulate the temperature and like your own temperature when it's cold than when it's hot. Like with hot weather there's no, there's a limit. You can only cool so far, as long, like if you, maybe if you have air conditioning, and if it's hot enough, even the air conditioning it's not gonna do nothing. Doesn't, it's not gonna do a dent on it. Yeah, this is probably potentially one of those bad drawings that I'm always talking about. I'll just know in a little bit. So okay, I'll do. I'll try to do the intro thing. It's often that I also end up doing like a bunch of stuff before, so I just jump in. But yeah, it makes more sense to do it that way. It seems more professional too. Fall or spring? Yeah, fall is a good. It's a good, like if you're not that into full on winter, fall seems to be like, it's you have kind of the best of both worlds. You can have some days that are really nice, and then you have some that are super cold, and yeah, it's a nice temperature. And spring, yeah, spring also you can get some really nice days with a sprinkle of like super summer type days, I guess. So yeah, I think maybe I did something wrong here. Trying to figure out. I think the nose is too long. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those days. Ugh. I can tell you right now, I don't like the drawing. I went ahead. I jumped ahead too quickly. Trying to figure out if I can fix it. I guess with all the spots, I can sort of. Oh, I see. Well, actually, it looks better on the freaking thing. But, could be partially me. I wonder how much better I could draw right now if I do this during the day. Like with all my mental capacity rather than what I have left on the tank. Uh, so for those of you that might not be aware uh, why I'm always tired and drinking coffee. Um, I had a we had a daughter recently, and yeah, I've never been a morning person. I have had to wake up early for years though, but I don't particularly like it. Whenever I can, I prefer to wake up later in the day, and I don't mind working late. But basically, I just shift my window for work and for whatever I'm doing. So, uh, for quite some time now, I've been waking up. I think like the average is 7 ish, 7, 8 ish. It goes between 7 and 8. Sometimes it can go like to 6 a.m. Uh, but the average is 7. So it's I don't know, like I don't know how many hours I'd have to count, but I think it's like, let's see, 10, 12, 13 hours or something. I didn't fully count, but you get the gist. So yeah, by the time I get to do the stream, I have like 11 hours on me. So yeah, I'm a little bit tired a lot of the time. So yeah, when I get a bad drawing, even though it's frustrating, I have to remember that yeah, you're not 100% on the task. You're trying to do the best you can, but having said that, it's not. It wasn't. It has never been uncommon for me and for the profession I'm at to have to do like overtime or all nighters. Or it's not recommended, and people glorify it, but don't glorify that. That's it's terrible for you. It's not good for you. Well, I think I've kind of brought it back a little bit. I know that the measurements are off. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can just do like one spot. Also, if you have any questions, if you're just dropping by my stream or one of these apps decides to show you what I'm doing, let me just check something, because with the stuff I go through. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Um. Yesterday I went live, like having had a bunch of issues the day before. And when I finished the freaking thing, I noticed that the one of the streams was set to private, so it wasn't showing up on the feed, which yeah should describe a lot a lot. Anyhow, I've been also thinking that I haven't done like a full-on 30-day consecutive run, so maybe, just maybe, I'm considering it to see, just to see if it actually makes a dent at all the social media, because I heard somebody say that, and to me it's like, yeah, that's a little bit of BS, because sometimes I think there's some like manual reviewing that goes on. So sometimes just simply somebody decides, oh, just this one, just put it away. Uh, I think there's some of that. So I don't know if, because for the longest time I was doing like one post a day, uh, and there's some, I don't know, unhealthy people that do like three posts a day or something, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's the secret sauce, but I don't find that productive. Like I'm not by the third video. Like, what am I going to put out? I guess it works for like corporate uh, companies that they just make like, I don't know how many. Let me do the math real quick here. Uh, so it would be three. So they make basically 90 scripts, and they try to, well, I think a lot of them film, or they say they film like all of that in a couple days or in a day, and they just chuck that down the pipeline like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, like, to do that consistently, it has to be a team, and there's no way, like, you're gonna have some awful pieces of content if you produce that many. I'm sure of that. uh, Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm obsolete, but that's my gut feeling, because I've worked with video for years and years, and producing a good piece of content is not like, it takes time and effort. Like, let's say, especially, like, the thing is, if you're just talking to the camera, sure, you can just make 3 videos speaking to cameras, spilling nonsense, and yeah, just made 3 snippets of content a day. But if you do art, if you do animation, if you dedicate yourself to that sort of endeavors 3 times a day, it's like crazy. And the other version of it is like, do like every single day, no matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, Christmas. It's like, dude, I don't know. And the other part of it is, if somebody starts to follow you and they get 3 pieces of content from you a day, wouldn't you like scroll away? Like, dude, you're over my feed all the time. Like, chill. I'm like my thought is that probably people just unsubscribe because of that. Yeah. But maybe with all the changes in the algorithms, they're making it so that it's like you don't see, let's say, a specific app that shall remain nameless. Yeah, uh, there's this app in which you post. You can post as many times as you want, and the probability of that thing that you posted showing up to your followers, I don't know. I think it's like 15% or something. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like, oh, I haven't seen you in 3 months, and then because they haven't seen you in 3 months, when they see you, they're like, no, I subscribe on a whim, so I'm gonna unsubscribe or unfollow. So this uh, whole thing of content creation has this other side to it. Is I mentioned that the other day, like the carrot in the stick uh, type deal. For some time, it was kind of easier to get a bunch of views, especially like during the pandemic. A lot of people were able to get a whole lot of views because most of the people were at home just trying to cope and deal with their own mess. Uh, but after that, it kind of the window shut down again, shut off, and during the pandemic, I was working like crazy. So I think like I stopped posting altogether. Like I couldn't. There was no chance of me producing nothing. I didn't have the mental energy. I didn't have the physical energy. I was like, yeah, I'm just want to lay down and try to get some energy back. So, and the other thing is that there's some maybe a strategy I could use to start like making alternate content. But every time I try that, it just doesn't work for me. Like sometimes every now and then I have a few pieces of content that are like giving tips and tricks about how to do certain things. But the thing is, I kind of went on a. I'm still upset at the fact that most companies that work with creative people have been pushing this whole AI thing. Sound like, oh really? Like all your, like most of your money comes from creative people, and you just want to go over them, exploit their work, and so I kind of that's why again I'm doing traditional rather than digital. Uh, it's really bothersome. But today I was telling my wife that I saw a video about a company that somebody was talking that about the fact that a company was having like, because they all jump on the thing of, oh, AI is gonna, oh, AI for this, AI for that. And apparently there was this company that was replacing people left and right. Oh, we're gonna change directions, we're gonna pivot to AI, and now our workforce is gonna be AI. Blah, 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 blah. They took out like a huge chunk of their company by doing that, and now apparently they've been backtracking what they said and what they did, and I guess they're trying to rehire a bunch of people because apparently what it was said, like the company put out a statement saying from the CEO, allegedly. I haven't read the thing, I just saw a video on the internet, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. They had an epiphany that uh, they had an epiphany that in a time of AI, what was important was the people. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're just backtracking because you saw that what you wanted to do wasn't gonna work, and you were gonna need some people to fix whatever the heck you were trying to do. Like, I get, machines are supposed to assist you, to help you. Like, the only reason to make a machine is in order for said thing to help you out. Yeah, that's the idea. But no, people, they take things too far, and we have this. That it has been like this for, I don't know, from the beginning of time with humans. It can be really frustrating. I could delve deeper into that, but it's like my stream is about this, so well, I, I don't know how, so but there's some way at which I just turn it around and fix the freaking drawing. I didn't have any expectations. I think maybe that's I try not to set my expectations too high because it can go either way. So that allows for yourself to be surprised if it works out. I also feel that when I'm tired, I speak English like I have a potato on my mouth, which is not, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Well, this was expecting this to take more time. Of course, this is the amount of spots is off, but yeah, who's counting? Uh, let's see if I can film another one. So you have 3 shots. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Like, I know when I say a word that it's off. Man, like, I'm too tired. I cannot. This is as much as I can do right now. Yeah. I guess also like past experiences have come on have led, I don't know, my my languages kind of messed up. I think I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I believe I used to speak better English, and uh, I don't know. For whatever reason, maybe tiredness, maybe the years over me, the the trauma has made it worse. I think. Uh, At the same time, it could be just in my head type thing, which is also a common thing for me. So there's this, I believe, is a writer from Chile that used to write poems. That I think he said something or wrote something like, we often worry, like I wish I wouldn't worry, or I didn't worry about all the stuff I did, because most of it never happened or something. I've heard some people that speak really well. I was watching Severance uh, this last few days, and there's some characters that they have really good diction. I'm like, that's some really good diction. But at the same time, they're native. They've been speaking English for all their life, so like I can understand anyone speaking English. Maybe Australians might be a little bit tricky, and I don't know, Scottish and Irish, but even then, I can probably understand a lot of what they say. But yeah, I guess I heard something about um, that there's nothing. I think it's actually a dude that dedicates himself to teach public speaking or something, and he says there's nothing wrong with you. Uh, what was it? Think of it like there's nothing wrong with you having an accent, uh, as long as you have like having an accent is not the issue. Having proper diction is the real issue, and I think that's what I'm trying to refer to. I've been trying to improve on that, because for the longest time, I've tended to speak to the inside, uh, if it makes any sense. Uh, like I tend to be like really soft spoken, and like to the point that people can't hear me sometimes. So uh, having proper diction is what allows you to like uh, project the voice. And yeah, again, trauma, yay. But I think half of the thing is being aware of it, and knowing that okay, the reality is that you speak this way, you can deal with it this other way, and that's it. At least that's the way I try to see it. I actually look to enroll on a course about that, but I've, I haven't had the chance to actually see any of the material. It was on a free online course from like Harvard or something, and they have online courses that are free if anybody wanna check that out. So yeah, but I never had the chance to check it out because I've been busy with other things. So, uh, but yeah, I've been always curious as to what is it that makes it so, because I've had that feedback quite a few times that what did you say, like I couldn't hear you. And I the thing is I hear, maybe it has gotten worse over the years, but I my family says I have like super hearing or something. So I tend to lower my voice to fit the what I can hear, and for most people it's like too low. Uh, but I don't know. Sometimes also my wife tells me that if I get too excited, then I raise my voice like randomly. Uh, but yeah, I've gotten that feedback, and could be. I don't think she would be that interested in it. I'll ask her actually. You're probably in the money there, but I don't know how interested she would be. Uh, because to me, I believe she speaks. She has better diction than me. Um, but maybe. Uh, Also, the interest I have in it is because I just for fun. I like doing voices. I've done them for like forever, like imitating characters and so on, just to make my family laugh and that sort of thing. And yeah, I've been also curious as to how much I can push my voice in that regard. Like, what would it take to do like uh, dub dub work or character work? Uh, like doing like those news radio type things, type gigs. Apparently it's super hard to get one of those gigs, but if you get them, apparently it's a really stable line of work. maybe maybe now they're kind of there's a whole thing with AI, but it's been really good for them for years because yeah, you can they can knock off a whole movie in a day or something if it's a really good one, a really good voice actor, um, or one project a day, that sort of thing. And yeah, I just find it interesting. uh, I remember you probably heard it about a dude that used to do the trailers for movies. They called him the Voice. You can look it up on YouTube. John LaFontaine, that's his name. You know, one day in something like that. Like they had to travel to a different planet. This is I'm making a terrible voice right now, but if you look it up, it's like a super low version of what I yeah. It's really, in a world that's you know, for characters there's this thing in where they have a word, and I tested it and it actually works. There's a word that is like the key to the character, or a phrase. It can be a word or a phrase. Um, yeah, you can try to imitate any character, and if it's like a really stylized character, if you find the proper phrase, you can probably get into the voice that way. I don't know. It's interesting. I actually saw a movie about it's really fun. It's a woman that I think her father was a voice actor, and she was trying to get into those gigs, and the dad was like didn't help her. Like he was saying something that I think it was like it was always a thing that was for men. It was a man oriented career, um, for whatever the dad did. So he was like kind of misogynistic about it. But the movie is really fun because the actress is super charismatic, and I don't know. It was a fun watch. I saw it years ago. I don't remember the name of the movie, um, nor the actress. I'll look it up, and if I can find it, I'll share it. But yeah, John LaFontaine. In a world, eh, I was that dude was really funny, and he was on everything. Like if you, it's one of those things that if you don't pay attention to it, you'll notice it. But when VHS was around, you couldn't see a trailer where he wasn't, which is incredible. Like the dude was everywhere for years, and once you see it, it's like, dude, this like he was the voice for like I don't know how many movies. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Anyhow, I was able to turn it around. I think. Let me just fix the contrast so you can actually see what I see a little bit better, because that's not that's not what I that's not how this looks. No, 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 don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. It's charmness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Look at the drawing. Yeah. Let's hit OK. I wish that the freaking camera would stay the way I set it up, but it doesn't. Every time I open the software, it just resets, and sometimes even during the thing, I don't know. It's weird. Um, but yeah, I made it to the hour mark. Uh, oh, turn it around. I'm I'm surprised. I know that the proportions are off. I know for a fact that's the case. But it looks way better than what it was. I can also say that. Right. Yeah. If you enjoyed the stream, thank you. If you watch the stream, appreciate it. Uh, Consider subscribing, hitting that like, hitting that bell, and all that good stuff. It helps me a bunch. It's completely free for you. Um, I would like to add that if you're watching this and you speak Spanish and you want to type something, feel free. Pueden escribir en español, no pasa nada. Simplemente hago mi contenido en inglés. I just do my content in English, uh, but I don't mind. Yeah. Anyhow, I have a bunch of stuff that you can check out. I have my deck of cards on my website. I have my Redbubble shop with illustrations on it and a bunch of merch. If you're interested in that, I'll be going live tomorrow. Would be, I don't know if it's gonna be the last stream because I couldn't stream on Monday, so I might pop in on Friday. Still, we'll see. But tomorrow for sure I'll be at the same time. So I'll be cutting the stream. And so thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hasta mañana.